welcome to our channel. While Goa is known for its beauty, waste management is a growing concern here. So we are going to chat with a few tourists, locals and business owners about waste management, recycling and how we can all do better. Hi Priyanka. So we'll be asking a few questions to Priyanka. She has come here to visit Goa. So what's the most unusual waste item that you've seen lying around anywhere?
Water bottles and drinking bottles, yeah, beer bottles and all, cans. Yeah, that is the most
Okay, and
managed waste.
since you're on a trip, how do you manage waste while traveling?
Oh, we keep our one packet where we keep on collecting all the waste because I have kids. They keep on littering here and there, so we keep a bag to dispose all the waste, and then finally put it off in some dustbin.
That is really nice. I'm glad that you keep a bag. So during the tourist season, Goa receives a massive amount of garbage. So what message would you like to give to reduce littering?
Don't litter the waste here and there because it is dangerous for environment as well as people who try to visit the beaches and the scenic places. So it's very important to keep the surroundings clean.
Okay. And how do you think waste affects the natural beauty of Goa?
Oh, very much. It spoils the entire view if we see the waste lying just unattended or not well managed. So we lose the interest to see that property or see that view or monument or anything which we want to visit. So it spoils the entire mood, and we don't get the right vibes to visit the place. Yeah, so keeping the clean surrounding is very important, especially around the places where visitors are interested. They make their own itinerary, what all things they are planning to visit. So keeping that clean is really important.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. Thanks a lot. So now we have Shreya and Sneh with us today, and we'll know how they manage waste while traveling.
So basically, we keep the waste in the paper bags and carry with us. And then if we find any dustbin around that, so we just dump there.
So while traveling, do you segregate the waste or you put everything in one bin only?
No,
One of
like we
carry
segregate. Like the fruit peels are kept in another bag, and the dry waste is another bag.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad that you guys are well aware about segregating the waste. That's very nice. Hi Sandeep, we are going to ask you a few questions about waste management. So Goa receives a massive amount of garbage during the peak season. And what's that one message that you would like to share with people to reduce littering?
Use dustbin or use carry bag with them bag, so they can put their litter in their own bag, and when they found some dustbin, put them there.
Yeah, that's a great message. Note it down, guys. Thank you so much, Sandeep. So now we are at the Hungry Hornbill and we're going to ask the staff a few questions about how they manage their waste. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Tris.
Hi, Trace. So I would like to know how do you manage waste here at Hornbill?
The village panchayat used to come, Kendolin panchayat, they used to come and collect the gases.
Okay, so do they collect segregated waste or mixed ones?
It's a separate one.
Separate. So you guys are very well aware of separating the waste.
Yeah, we separate recycled one and other is separated.
Okay, that's nice. And what do you do about the food waste that's left at the end of the day?
It's as usual, we used to keep in a trash.
So do you throw it away separately with wet waste or is there something else or do you use a composter or something?
No, we use that plastic wastes, with garbage that we used to give from there.
ओके थैंक यू सो मच. तो अब हम आ गए हैं A to Z गोवा काजू इन बागा एंड हम जानेंगे यहाँ पे वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट कैसे होता है. तो यहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा क्या निकलता है, सूखा कचरा की गीला कचरा?
मैम एक्चुअली देखा जाए सूखा कचरा ज़्यादा निकलता है यहाँ पे. यस.
तो इसका आप क्या करते हो, ये जो पन्नी कार्डबोर्ड के डब्बे हैं इसका आप क्या करते हैं?
इसका तो एक्चुअली देखा जाए तो यहाँ पे जो लेने आते हैं कोई कचरा वाले लोग, उन्हें हम सौंप देते हैं. यहाँ फिर जो पंचायत की गाड़ी आती है उनमें सारा जो भी वेस्ट उस पर जाता है सारा।
तो ये पंचायत ने खुद से इनिशिएटिव लिया है कि वो खुद से कलेक्ट करते हैं कि आप लोग को बुलाना पड़ा उनको कि आओ कलेक्ट करने?
नहीं, वो यहाँ पे कलंगुट पंचायत सी गोवा की ये फैसिलिटी है, यहाँ पे खुद ही कनेक्ट करते हैं अपने आप ही।
अच्छा, और फिर जो आप उनको देते हो कचरा जो बेचते हैं आगे जाके, वो आपसे खुद से ही लेने आते हैं कि आपका उनसे भी कोई कनेक्शन है?
उनसे हमें कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है, वो अपने आप ही लेने आते हैं। हमें सिर्फ ओनली फॉर ये कोई मान लो कोई जिसके जो लोग आते हैं उन्हें हम देते हैं, वो भी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट देते हैं। बाकी ये कचरा तो ऑलमोस्ट सब गोवा कलंगुट पंचायत से ज़्यादा है सबसे।
अच्छा, ठीक है। सो हम अभी आए हैं द चॉकलेट रूम एंड हम राजू से पूछेंगे वो यहाँ पे वेस्ट कैसे मैनेज करते हैं। जो भी एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अगर केक बचता है या ये जो बॉक्सेस होते हैं अगर कुछ खराब हो जाते हैं, केक बॉक्सेस, पेपर एंड केक के अराउंड एक प्लास्टिक की लेयर भी लगाते हैं, ये सब आप कैसे डिस्कार्ड करते हैं?
नहीं, वो एक दिन रुकते हैं हम लोग, बस दूसरा दिन हम उसको डैमेज में फेंकते हैं। फिर पुराना केक हम लोग में ही बेचते हैं। जो हम लोग फ्रेश रखते हैं ये टाइम में रहता है इसमें, बस बाकी का हम डैमेज करते हैं।
ओके एंड क्या आप अलग अलग कचरा फेंकते हैं कि सब एक साथ ही एक ही बिन में डंप कर देते
ये अलग अलग, फूड का अलग है, प्लास्टिक का अलग है, पेपर का अलग है।
हैं? एंड फिर जब कैफे में सारा वेस्ट आप एक बिन में कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं, वेट एंड ड्राई वेस्ट सेपरेटली, तो उसके बाद उसका क्या होता है, कौन लेके जाता है यहाँ पे?
नहीं, वो सेपरेट लोग हैं लेने के लिए अलग। वो पंचायत का ही कोई आता है गाड़ी वाला, हम लोग सेपरेट रखते हैं तो उधर से लेके जाते हैं सब।
तो क्या आपका उनसे टाई अप है कि वो खुद से ही इनिशिएटिव लेते हैं कचरा कलेक्ट करने का?
हाँ, खुद से। हाँ,
तो हमने काफी लोगों से बात करी एंड कुछ लोग कैमरा पे आने पे कंफर्टेबल नहीं थे, बट इससे हमें ये पता चला है कि समुंदर के बीच में भी काफी कचरा होता है, बट ये ना नेचुरल प्रोसेस की वजह से, वेव्स से एंड विंड की वजह से ये बीच पे ही सारा आ जाता है। तो हम अभी हैं बागा में एंड हम इनसे जानेंगे कि ये कहाँ से कचरा उठाते हैं एंड उसका क्या होता है, वो कहाँ जाता है। तो आपने ये कचरा कहाँ से उठाया?
इधर रास्ते पे
रास्ते पे ही?
हाँ।
और आप फिर ये कहाँ लेके जाते हो?
वो उधर अड्डे में रहता है ना,
अड्डे? ये कहाँ पे?
हमारा इधर है, नागवा में रहता है इधर ही।
तो आप किसी पंचायत से, लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उससे कनेक्टेड है?
ये वो उसको कांटेक्ट नहीं है।
नहीं है?
नहीं।
तो ये आपका खुद का ही?
खुद का ही अभी मेहनत करने के लिए, अभी पत्थर की तरफ उठाने के लिए नहीं होता है, मैं बुढ़ा हो गया इसलिए अभी कोई भी घूम के थोड़ा 1 रुपए 2 रुपए मिलता है करके ये काम कर रहे हैं।
तो फिर इसका कितना दिन में कितना आप कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं?
दिन में 200-300 रुपए होते हैं।
कहाँ से उठाया आपने ये?
नहीं, इधर यही रास्ते पे, इधर ये बागा रास्ते पे इतना ही घूमता हूँ।
तो ये जो पंचायत है यहाँ पे, लोकल पंचायत, ये आप लोगों की कोई मदद नहीं करती क्या कचरे से रिलेटेड?
लेकिन ना वो गार्बेज में हाथ डाला वो मदद करता है। क्यों? वो अभी वो हमको भी थोड़ा ये करेगा ना। अभी ये किधर एक पानी पी के फेंकता है ना,
हाँ।
वो उठाता है बस।
अच्छा, फिर ये आप कहाँ पे दे देते हो?
इधर
अड्डे
नागवा में देते हैं।
तो वहाँ पे आपको पता है उसके बाद उसका क्या होता है कि आपका काम वहाँ पे खत्म हो जाता है?
लेकिन वो अभी उनका अभी कहीं किधर भी देता हूँ। अभी 2-4 अड्डा है ना, मैं किधर भी देता हूँ 1 रुपए 2 रुपए। अभी वो कितना एक दिन में 5-6, 2 दिन में 500 600 ऐसा होता है।
So now we are at Prudential Paradise, which is in Peramapsa, and here we have the secretary, Ms. Joy Martins, and Mr. Peter Martins of Prudential Paradise. So I'll be asking a few questions about the waste management in this society. So how is the waste managed in Prudential Paradise?
So it starts in the homes. We have the segregation of the wet and dry waste. Wet is all that is in from the kitchen, all the peels, etc. And the dry waste is the other waste matter which accumulates in the homes.
Okay, so does the society have different bins at the common area?
Not in the common area. What we have to do every morning, the housekeeping staff comes to collect the garbage. So every resident has to put it outside their doors in 2 separate bins. The green one is for the wet waste and the black one is for the dry waste.
Okay.
And then they collect it, the housekeeping staff.
So after they collect it, they put it in different bins only.
Yeah, you see, we have 4 housekeeping staffs. Our society is quite big,
Yeah.
and each one has their particular area. So they take it from the homes. We have a big garbage area,
Okay.
and they take it to that garbage area, and over there they have the bins.
Okay.
Okay, we have the from what the corporation, the municipality of Mapsa only carries our dry waste. Wet waste we have to manage ourselves.
So this society is associated with the municipality itself, or there
Yeah.
is some other organization with as well?
You see, municipality for the dry waste, and
Okay.
then we have EMB to operate our biogas plant. This biogas plant was given to us by
Okay.
the corporation because earlier we were managing our wet waste ourselves
Okay.
in pits. Then they selected us as one of the, I think, first round they had six societies they selected in Mapsa and gave them this biogas plant.
Okay, so that's really amazing. The
Yeah.
society has its own biogas plant.
Yeah, yeah.
So the society has been managing all the wet waste in here itself.
Yeah.
And what do you do after it's managed in the biogas plant?
You see, in the biogas plant, it turns into gas methane.
Yeah.
And there's a very little sludge that comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
So that methane which is generated is not enough for us to distribute it because of the layout of our society.
Mhm.
So he lets it out.
Okay.
It goes out into the atmosphere.
So
yeah.
there's this other option of composting as well. Does the society do composting of the wet waste?
Yeah, we used to do composting, but it was a very long drawn process. We were not able to manage it. But now we do have our pits over there. So the garden from our gardens, the waste from our gardens, we shred it
Okay.
because that cannot go into the plant because of the fiber content. So that goes into the pits, and over there we are composting, and that we use for our gardens as manure.
So do you use any technologies like food waste shredders or composters for
You
this
see,
purpose?
No, for the wet waste, it's the biogas. We don't use anything.
Okay.
The composting, EMB is going to help us. We're just going to start it again because that area was covered with. We have to clear up that area,
Yeah.
and EMB has told us that they will help us in the composting of the garden waste.
Okay, that is great.
Yeah. So we are waiting for them. So they will show us the techniques. Otherwise, we were using that one layer of wet waste, one layer of
Yeah.
some leaves. Then you have that some
Yeah, the
liquid that you put in.
traditional
Yeah, the
composting
traditional.
method.
Yeah, but now we were not doing that because the biogas plant looks after all our wet waste.
Okay.
And the dry waste is taken away by the municipality. Only the garden waste we're having a problem because we generate so much of it since we have huge gardens in our complex.
Mhm.
So that now we are going to help. EMB will help us with that.
Okay. So do you use any technology like food waste shredders
Yeah.
offered by EMB?
No, we have a shredder which
Yeah.
the society belongs to us. We only
Okay.
bought it for our garden waste. So the leaves and the dry thing goes into the shredder.
Mhm.
The shredder brings it out in pieces. That we are going to start composting to get manure for our gardens.
Okay.
Yeah, because the corporation doesn't carry the garden waste as yet.
Okay.
So we have to manage. The municipality has given us the onus to manage the wet waste and the garden waste, and they only take away the dry waste.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know if people are strictly following the segregation of waste in this society. Are they keen on separating the waste, dry waste and wet waste?
Yeah, I would say that 99% of the people are segregating. Maybe when a new tenant comes in, they don't know. But then our housekeeping staff are very good. They tell the
Yeah.
people if they don't segregate properly, they tell them because we have given them permission to speak to them. Tell them that this is the problem. Please segregate properly. And then periodically, the person who's operating our biogas plant, he gets back to us and says that things which should not be going into the biogas is coming in the wet waste. Then we send out a memo
Okay.
to everybody to please do it. And occasionally we send a memo. See, these are the wet waste. This is the dry waste. So please do your segregation properly to help us to manage it properly and manage the environment in that way also.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what happens to the household hazardous waste like pads, diapers, injections that people use at
That
home?
people are putting it into a separate bag, and that is taken by the corporation
Okay.
because we don't have any facility to handle that.
Yeah.
So all that is carried away. Our biogas plant only uses the wet waste that is from the kitchen.
Yeah.
From the kitchen, that sort of waste goes into the biogas plant for maximum what should I say, purpose for
Okay.
better, for good composting of that.
Okay. And there's this another issue of glass waste. What is done with glass bottles and like broken
Yeah.
glasses?
So the people have been advised that if you have anything broken, please wrap it up first in newspaper, then put it into a polythene so that nobody gets their hands cut.
Okay.
You see, so then that also goes in in a separate bin which the municipality carries away. They carry away all these things also from us.
Okay. So that is a really good advice that you have to wrap your glass in
Broken glass in newspaper,
Yeah.
really thick newspaper, and then in a polythene.
Yeah, so that people don't get hurt.
They don't get hurt. Yeah, and when the biogas person finds any glass pieces or something, then he gets back to us, and then we advise the people not to do that.
Okay.
We have to take care of the human beings who are handling the waste first before it goes into any machine.
Okay, so it was really great talking to you guys. We got many insights about the biogas plant, how it works in a society, how beneficial it is for a society.
It's very.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. So now we are meeting Mr. Vikesh, who is the chairman of Kamath Garden Cooperative Society. So I just wanted to know how the waste is managed in your society.
Well, good morning, everyone. We are managing with wet and dry. Okay, and IMBI is they associated with MAPSA municipality. It's a corporation. They have a day-to-day collection, and it's been segregated in two ways. That's dry waste and wet waste.
Okay.
So municipality sends in their people. They collect from door to door, and then segregated and given it for the biogas plant for the waste ones, and the dry ones have been collected and disposed of by the company itself.
So basically, are the people well aware about segregation in your society? Do they separate the waste, dry waste and wet waste, and then give it to dumping?
Yes, it has been well aware, and day to day we have every meetings. We have been telling them. We have circulars going through. We have municipal corporations sending because it's a big society, 190 members altogether, 190 flats we have. So it's a big society in the MAPSA, and in that with the association of the various organizations coming in there, we have a lot of influential people staying in our society. We have a local MLA staying there. Due to his presence in the society, this wet and dry segregation has been taken to a different level. So every member there have two bins they've been given by the municipality earlier, where they could be segregated in wet as well as dry.
So I wanted to know if the society is associated with any local organization, and are you guys is the society using any technologies for its waste management?
Technology like we have been from municipality, we have got it associated with YB, which is it's a local organization which has been coming there. They have employed one of their employees there to dispose of the wet in the society itself, and the municipal corporation has given us the biogas plant installed into the society. As per the Supreme Court order, any society which is above 50 or plus units, they have to have the in-house segregation plant installed there. Under that, we have been functioning at the moment currently.
Okay. That is great that the society has been following the law. Great. And I just wanted to know also about the household hazardous waste that many people are disposing of pads and diapers and injections used by the elderly people. How did it dispose of that in the society? Is there any separate bin, or it's dumped with the same dry waste only?
No, it's a separate bin has been there. Earlier, before installing the biogas plant, one of the representative of YB had come there and he told that to segregate certain items which could be, they could dispose it off to an agency who they buy it from. You know, so they come and they collect it. Especially they are talking about the medical disposal, if syringes are there or something which is there, or diapers, whatever you're calling it. But that is not been put, definitely not into the wet ones. We try to tell them to put in dry ones. Plus we have cardboards and etc., which are again been segregated in separate manner. At the same time, if any member wants to dispose it at his level, we allow them to do it also. If they say, because some of the people do come in there and they are allowed to dispose of their dry if they want to do it.
So how long has been the biogas plant in your society?
It's over a year now. They have been functioning, and we are happy with the services provided. The person who has been coming there is very prompt and very efficient for the work at the moment they are running, and we are happy with the services provided at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. That is really great to know about how the waste is managed in the society. It's being managed pretty well for now. So thank you, Mr. Vikesh. Thank you so much.
So we are at a housing society right now, and Miss Flavia is the president of the society, and we'll be asking her some questions to get the insights on how the waste is managed over here. So, Miss Flavia, I would like to know, like, how do you manage the waste over here in this society?
We have dry and wet. So we asked our people who are owners of the apartments to separate into green and black. So in the green it's wet and black is dry. So we have to separate. And we see that they don't put any bottles and anything, and we have a separate drum just to put bottles and tins and all that stuff.
That is really great that you have a separate container, because glass usually tends to break and it hurts
Right.
collectors and animals.
No, and then when they are separating, it is good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they don't damage themselves in that, right? So,
So, like-
also animals,
Okay.
yeah, if they eat some like cabbage and all is there, they can use it for that also.
So, like, after all the residents dump their garbage into the dustbins, what happens after that?
We have the panchayat to pick it up for us, and we pay them for the year 5,000 rupees.
Okay. So this initiative is taken by them, or like you have to connect with them on your side?
No, we connect with them. We pay with our house tax. We pay that money also, and that is with the maintenance of our building.
Okay.
So we don't have to ask anybody money or anything. So we manage it with our maintenance money.
Okay. So there's this technology nowadays that is a composter and a food waste shredder.
Right.
So that you can use the food waste like vegetable peels and fruit scraps. You can use them to make compost and use it for gardening and all that purposes. So would you like to have something like that in your society?
No, we don't want at the minute, because we have to put it in the meeting, because here there are also people who don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So then we don't want to go to everybody's house and tell them do it. So we've just told them that we have it like this, so they do it. At the minute it is okay. Then in future we will see.
So the residents over here, are they aware of separating the waste? Like, are they aware about the segregation of the waste, like separating wet waste and dry waste, or they put everything in one bin only and they give it like that?
They are aware, but some of them don't do it, and then we do it for them sometimes. Yeah, because we have the pullman and we have the security in the night, so we ask them to do it sometimes. Yeah, because we are trailing them and they don't listen sometimes. But if they are really sensible, then they really do it.
So we got quite some insights from Ms. Flavia regarding the waste management in this society. That was very insightful. Thank you.
Good afternoon, guys. So we are here with Mr. Samresh. He is a member of the Raj Group, and we are here at the Raj Enclave in Mapsa. So I just wanted to know how the waste is managed here in this society.
Thank you, Kuel. Welcome to Raj Enclave. So this is the project of Raj Housing Development Private Limited, and this project is with around 250 units, which is 2 and 3 BHK, and many of the people are staying here. So basically, the waste is managed by OWC plant, and at individual level, all the people who stay here, they, as per our guidelines, they segregate the waste and dry and wet waste.
Okay, so there must be a common dumping ground in the society.
Yes, there is one common dumping ground in this society where where all the people of the society dump their waste over there.
Okay, so has the society provided different bins for wet and dry waste?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, we are provided with dry waste, and the place itself is like वहाँ पे हमने बोर्ड लगा के रखा है कि यहाँ पे ड्राई वेस्ट है और यहाँ पे वेट वेस्ट है, और उसी हिसाब से यहाँ पे जो लोग रहते हैं, they throw the waste over there.
Okay, that is great. So the society makes sure that the waste is separated. So next thing that I want to know, even I forgot what I wanted to know. So yeah, coming back. So the next thing that I wanted to know is that is this society associated with any local organization or the municipality for the waste management?
कैसा है प्रोजेक्ट हमारा बहुत बड़ा है एंड म्यूनसिपलिटी एंड अदर गवर्नमेंट के गाइडलाइंस के हिसाब से इस प्रोजेक्ट में कंपलसरी OWC प्लांट और अपना STP प्लांट कंपलसरी है एंड वी आर एसोसिएटेड विद IMBI.
Okay.
Okay, so IMBI is a well-known brand and well-known organization which provides services of OWC plant and also STP plant.
Okay, that is great. So how has this been? How has this been playing out for you? Like the OWC plant and the STP plant, how good has it been for you, and how has it been helping out?
First of all, I would like to mention we have another project in Mapsa, that is Raj Rayal. That project is around 150-160 units and वहाँ पे हमने IMBI पहली बार इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था उस प्रोजेक्ट में और उनका सर्विस बहुत ही अच्छा मिला हमको वहाँ पे एंड देन वी अगेन हम लोग उनके पास ही मतलब उनका सर्विस, उनका टेक्नोलॉजी एंड अदर क्या बोलते हैं उसे
Plant.
उनका जो सर्विस है ना वो बहुत अच्छा है, क्विक सर्विस है और बहुत से और मतलब इकोनॉमिकल है उनका जो सर्विस है वो उसी हिसाब से हम लोग उनके पास अगेन वहाँ पे हमारा 100 KLD का प्लांट था STP का और इस प्रोजेक्ट में हमारा 200 KLD का प्लांट है एंड इवन OWC प्लांट इज अराउंड 100 kg over there and now it is 200 kg and also they do it very very well.
Okay.
Yeah, the service is very good.
Okay. I'm really glad that you like the services of IMBI. I'm glad we could help and make a change in the society. Thank you so much, Mr. Samresh. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. Let's all say yes in my backyard for a cleaner and sustainable future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tips and fun ways to make a difference. See you next time. Bye.